Right. Righty, I am back. Sorry about that if you're just tuning in and whatnot. I've been dropping a lot of frames in today's stream, so I've reset a few things and we'll just see how it goes. If it still causes problems, I will wrap up the stream and I will just make up for it for having the shorter Firis stream by trying to do a much longer one next week. All you miss from when I cut it off last time is literally getting back to a base of some kind and rapping. So we just got here. Oh, there is someone around this cabin. Let's check the greenery so we can find an union. Oh, there's a cave over here. And water. East Cave. I wish some of these caves actually had, you know, names. If it's like every area we go to, it's just East Cave, North Cave, West Cave, South Cave, you know, like they don't really have any real existence beyond. Yeah, and I think we're already dropping frames. It's already happening, god damn it. We'll see how it goes. Great when, you know, you get promised a very set amount of internet and connection rate and then it doesn't fucking hold it. So I'll look into it more. It might just be like a maintenance thing. It could be a whole host of weird things. It's just being, unfortunately, chunky today. And it feels like the Atelier games are cursed, if that's the case. What's that we just picked up? Oh, just potatoes. I was hoping it would say like union or union. Potatoes. Let's get out of here. Oh, just enemy chilling around the corner there. Hi. They gave me a heart attack. Jesus Christ, game. I thought it crashed. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Must be on the ground. Is that a book? Did it belong to that lady? Excuse me, miss, please wait. Hmm? Oh, you're from before. This book, did you drop it? My, that... Wait, oh dear. It seems I did drop it. Thank you. You're very kind. I was planning to read this later on, huh? Wait, no, this is... Is something wrong? It's forbidden to remove this book from my workplace. It seems I took it without noticing that. Forbidden? Are you going to be alright? I'm not going to be alright. Imagine if I had lost it, how much they would have scolded me. I'm so grateful you picked it up for me. If you wouldn't mind, may I have your name? Oh sure, my name's Firis. I'm a travelling alchemist. You're a traveller also. I am Annalise. Please call me Anne. Annalise Exner. So you're a traveller, Firis. If you don't mind, I would love to hear more about your journey, but unfortunately I don't have time at the moment. Please tell me all about it next time, till we meet again. Anne, huh? She seems serious, but also a little strange. Where did we end up? Okay, same spot. The game just felt like giving me a heart attack with that harsh cut to black. They need to learn to have it fade to black. Because every single time it hard cuts to black, I think we've crashed. Yeah. Go to Doctor and Donna. Wait, what? Letter left alongside the road. To the Doctor and Donna, Mum got sick. With the medicine in the forest, Mum can make better. Please make the medicine, please. I don't think I've been to Donna. So I have to keep that in mind if we do stumble across a village at that name. Assuming that's not the name of a person. Oh damn, that's a lot of water. Oh, a lot of stuff in general. Actually, I should fight you. Music tells me we should be okay. My music becomes my go-to for, like, judging how safe we are. Nice. And of course there's more to it. It's a chain quest. Come back in 3 days time, god damn it. Base down here. Pop. Knuckles, oh jeez. I wonder if those other two exits are, we have to wait until we can travel across the water or something. Because there's a lot of water here, which gives me the impression that there's some parts of the map we just won't be able to access. Is that berry what we've been after? Oh no, it's just strawberries. And it's not going to be the avocado, so... Oh, there's another camp here. Yeah, that's logged. Oh, there's loot in here. Got it. That's what that quest means. No, I had assumed. Unless, I said there's still a fair way to run. So last time we got a quest like this, we found a random treasure chest on the other side. Oh god, yeah, this is bigger than I thought it would be. We found a random treasure chest on the other side, and then it was like, yeah, you explored it. Oh. Ooh. We'll need that ore for later, that's appreciated. Hey, there it is. Defeat the thing that guards the chest. Oh, and yeah, mini boss-esque theme. Alright, let's do this. This should do it. Nice. Oh, that's nice to see. Let's get out of here. That's a good thing to pick up. That'll be helpful for crafting later. Alright, that was a nice expedition. That worked out real fucking well. I need to make more bombs soon. Let's see where this links first, and then I'll... So I need to start heading to the right as well at some point soon. Yeah, this is water as well. So yeah, the south exits of the map, I think, are blocked off by water. So we need to head east. Yeah, we never picked up any of the ooh whatever. Oh, please tell me I can make a lightning bomb. Yes. What would be more significant, the boost? Symmetrical or numbing intense shock? Like, okay. What the actual? Still can't make the ice bomb, but I'll let it go. Oh, we can make special nutrients. We needed this for something. Special nutrients. There was a quest. Bitch. Nah, it would just have to be like that. So let's not go crazy just to make an ingredient for this. Screw it. Oh, I guess for level 15 is another benchmark to get a cutscene out of it. Good job. It seems you've gotten pretty used to alchemy. Yup, the number of things I can make has grown too. Maybe I've become a little more alchemist-like. If you stay on course, the day you catch up to Sophie might not be too far. Oh no, I've got a long way to go until then. Although, I'd like to be that good someday. That's the spirit, Firis. Do your best. I'm cheering for you. That's okay. The next thing to synthesize is... Firis learned clear insight. Increased power of using items by 30%, reduced wait time by 20... Oh, okay. She's just better at items now. It's not even got a contest on the matter. She's just better now. Hit rate up and crit up? No. She can have it. Oh, she can equip these weapons like an absolute deranged woman. Oh. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of cool. I thought that second weapon type would be for arrows, not for bows. That's cool. She's just a dual wielder. She's just two-handed. My favourite kind of characters. Reminds me of like having giving Locke like the two godly swords in Final Fantasy VI and just letting him rinse the final boss. Oh, I suppose since the objective was just to go check up here after 3 days, I can quickly poke my head up. We should touch would be good. Of course you don't do 26 damage. There we go. God damn, look at all that honey. We're no better than the beast. The Chimera beast wanted the honey and he was like, no, you can't have the honey. So we killed it and then we took all the honey. We're no better than the beast. My inventory is a mess. Hang on. There we go. And I'm guessing the path splits deliberately down to this area. And if we keep going right, we'll be here. Oh, raining. The White Fog Forest. Is it literally going to be what it says on the tin? Like super foggy all the time? It's a much bigger forest than the ones we've seen. You're right. When it's this deep, we could easily get lost. Make sure to check your map often, okay? Firis. Are we finally? I'm not a kid, huh? Hello. Hmm? Oh, it's unusual to run into people out here. Are you travellers? Yeah, I'm Firis. I'm a traveller, but also an alchemist. I'm Leonie, Firis' older sister. Ah, so your sisters travelling together. That's pretty cool. Sounds fun. Ah, sorry, I forgot. I'm Drossel. It's nice to meet you. Drossel Weisberg. Nice to meet you too. Oh, I'd love to stay in chat, but I got to get out of these woods. Oh, so I know I just met you, but see you. Bye. Yeah. Booba! I thought they're going off that character design, which is more, I guess, eye-catching because Sophie didn't do it really. They did a little bit, like Leon's design was a bit questionable, and they did a lot of booty shots with some characters' designs, but that was egregious. That's where we came from. Yeah, materials everywhere. Oh, hi again. Guess she got lost. Doesn't look like the way out. Drossel! Oh, Firis. Nice to see you again so soon. It was kind of like fate, didn't it? Sorry, I've got to go. I wandered too deep into the forest. Okay, bye. Okay, got it. She's lost. Drossel, did she just pop out of those bushes? Oh, well. I found quite a lot today. Time to get back to my atelier and... She's gonna fall down this cliff. Thank goodness, finally out of this forest. Oh, not. That wasn't the way either. Drossel! Where'd you come from this time? Oh, don't tell me. Drossel, are you lost? Lost? Me? No way. Aren't you funny, Firis? If anything, you're the one who's lost, aren't you? Would I really come with you? What? Why is she so confident? I mean, it's pretty obvious that she's the one who's lost. But if I leave her, she'll probably get lost in this forest forever. Should I help her get out? Actually, she's got highest defense. It makes sense to have her here. The reason why I just went quiet for a second, because it's like, what if those other two were just outside all along? You know? And it's like, I just left them here. But we got a reason to come here. Fill that. Yes, you're here now. Oh god, I feel like I might have like ran past those two characters. You know, I really feel like I might have run past those two characters and they were just there outside. I thought they would be here. Oh no. You know what would be the easiest way for me to quickly find out? I'm gonna manual save. And we can just really fucking book it over there. Since I don't think we can quick... And then if there's nothing over there, we'll just load. Oh, I picked the worst. Okay. So honestly, I need to find this tutorial in here. Install in your hand subs usually based on character scenarios. Yeah, yep. I might have run straight past them and just missed them. Ah, fuck it, let's do the hike. I said, and if it ends up just being a waste of time, we can just load our save. Let's do the hike. We're hiking a long way back, but we need to check. Actually, it won't take that long, because once we enter an area, we can just landmark warp. So it won't take as long as, like, first feared, but still, like, ugh. You know, like, it's just like, ugh. Right, this way next. Hey, where are you going? You're going the opposite way of Reisenberg, you know. Really, that won't do. You have to probably check the path on the map. Switch destination more easily. Oh, it's saying, hey, if you're lost. I remember starting over. Let's go. Not that way. Should we look at the map? Oh, I worry for our future. For a second, I thought the game was going to stop us and be like, no, you can't go back. It's traveling merchant. I was really worried the game was just going to go, no, you can't go back. What the fuck are you trying to do? What stunt are you trying to pull? To be fair, it's actually barely taken any time at all, in terms of the actual time limit. Just to poke around. So if there's nothing here, there's nothing lost, we can just load our save. We just need to check all of our home bases quickly. And see if there's anyone around we can talk to get them to join our party, because there should be. I don't know why I'm looting when we might not even be keeping the save. Bitch. I mean, we did this, so technically it's not all for naught. Okay, there's no one around this base. No one around this one either. So I need the traveller here. And I'm gonna say no. You know what, I won't. We got a quest on the way, I'll run back. So it's just for some reason those two aren't up for joining me completely just yet. There's something else I need to do first. Sure, they'll show up eventually, but it's annoying because it does feel like I missed something. It's like they advertise themselves, like the game tutorialized me on them joining the party, and then they're not fucking anywhere. Actually, I've changed my mind again. I will load. I just got to get to a point where I can. Hang on. I know we'll give up that quest, but nah, it's just not worth it. We wasted too much time. It's really mood, Drizzle. You're so strong. Yeah, I know, right? Go ahead, praise me more. I used to take sword lessons after all. I'm used to fighting. Wait a second, but I'm using an axe. Yeah, I use axes too. But you took sword lessons, right? I don't get it. Axes and swords aren't all that different. You just swing and slice. Besides, don't axes seem stronger to you? They're bigger and heavier. So lately, I've been using my axe more often. I see, so switching on a whim like that, you're definitely something else, Drossel. Yeah, and she'll get that skill again. She'll have to get that skill again. Oh, we do need more ingots. We can make something new. Okay, there are some greens. I was just looking ahead if I should be putting some greens on this one. Oh man, this one's awkward. There we go, that'll be better. No, those things suck. I was looking at it, I was like, no, those things suck to try and build off of. Jesus Christ. How many levels? Nice. Just like no MP though, our new warrior girl, but warrior! It's like I'm playing Elden Ring again. Alright, we're back over here. So we'll just have to worry about the whole who joins us later. Probably in like a town or village or something they'll show up and we'll be like, oh no, you can just get them. Oh, we can just get gold threads naturally in the wild. What's that we just picked up? Cannon fruit. Let's finish the completion list. Hey! And all we've got left is legend. And that you can do in NG+, so it'll be a lot quicker. Oh, I finally got a new party member, by the way. Who actually joined. In form of Drozzle. which led to me being paranoid and checking back to see if I had somehow... Yep. To see if I'd somehow, like, missed picking up the other two. So what I did... I can put something here? Like what? I have a potato. The potato was installed. Oh, it's a farming thing, isn't it? Okay. Harley from Fairy Fencer. Yeah, I can see it. But so I went back because I was like, I felt like, what, have I missed something? So what I did is I saved at the Atelier and then backtracked, like, quickly through all the areas. So just quickly, like not wasting any time, not picking up anything, just to see if I'd somehow missed a party member that I was just supposed to run up and talk to. And it doesn't seem like I have, so those two apparent party members that both said they'd protect me and then didn't show up really did just decide to not help me. Legit love Drossel. I love her design. I did immediately just go, wow, fucking, on her design, though. I mean, Atelier Sophie had a couple, like, slightly, like, did questionable designs, but it was more booty shots. Whilst with Drossel, it's like, man, they really was just like Booba, the character design. Which I get it, it's an anime game, it'd almost be rude not to in today's day and age. They're so commonplace, even like, you know, the ones that are supposed to be safer and more kid-friendly. Well, kid-friendly is a strong word, but, you know, more friendly on a general level, like Xenoblade. Have, you know, Pyro and Mithra nowadays. And I say that with a huge, because I'm aware that characters straight up swear a whole bunch in Xenoblade 3. And I've Drossel up front because she's got the highest defense of the group right now. So it just makes sense. How wide is full swing? Okay, and she can throw her axe. Helm Splitter. She's a Devil May Cry character. She's got Helm Splitter. I don't resist it, but let's try this. What's that default do? Oh, damn. Oh, so I was like, where? I could see on the map there was a camp. I was like, where? Where's the actual camp? There you go, dude. Oh, whoops. But this game is that it introduces combo finishes. Yeah, is that what that was just, well, trying to do there? I like it. I'm curious to see how they expand on it though as it goes on. Oh, you're really in the way, Mr. Ghosty. Down the line, yeah. Oh, it's such a dump on the MP. It's a cool skill to have though. To get relationships started, you want to do cool stuff. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I was curious because there was like a relationship rank thing in Atelier Sophie, but I think all it did was lead to certain like events the more you hung out with them. But I don't think it, and then once you did those things, then eventually that led to more skills. Oh my god, can you die? Ow. How much health does this fuck have? Die! Oh, I was trying to see if I could squeeze past you. I need to make new mining bombs. Well, I just need to make new bombs in general soon. Oh, jeez. Alright, we need to make new bombs. Oh, and this was just for more things to pick up. Great. Yay, threaded the needle. Let's get out of here. I wish the caves were more interesting. I know it's only early game, so maybe late game they just really expand and get gargantuan. But like every single cave we've been into, even if they have slightly different layouts, have been mostly the same idea. At least this one's not just called North Cave, it's actually got a name other than a compass point. Oh. I saw a blue dot. There's a wandering merchant over here. It's in a uniform. Yeah. Oh, whoops. I'm 3 pence short. Can't you just spare a sister out? Come on. Like Firis is there, like the most adorable face on the planet. It's like, you can't spare 3 coins for her? It's more towards the end that they become interesting. Which, yeah, sounds about right. So even big old monumental Elden Ring does that. A bunch of side caves here, there, and everywhere, but the ones in late game are a completely different league compared to the ones in early game. To be honest, even though the design philosophy of this game is freedom, it often feels restrictive. Well, yeah, because it's like, even if I look at this map, we can't go here because we don't have a thing we need yet. This was a dead end. This was all one straight linear path. This has 2 break-offs, so that's at least something, but it's like, it does feel like you have a 1-track mission, and the game will make sure you're still going on it. So everything else you do is just kind of a thing, you know? Like, it's not intended to, like, eat up your time or be like a big, like, eye-opening new adventure or side quest. They want you to keep moving on the main plot. Which I don't think they need to do, considering you're on a time limit. Most players are naturally going to keep moving on the main plot. And only detour a little bit depending on what gives. Fuck, I need to go around. I'll just poke my head into this cave first. Doesn't matter as well. Yeah. It's what's making me even more excited for like the next one, because I want to see these open environments, you know, when there isn't a time limit. Or if they don't make it as open like this, just seeing bigger environments. Because that was one of the criticisms I had with Atelier Sophie, is that even like the final goddamn dungeon of the game was kinda tiny. I wanted to have bigger environments, bigger dungeons, bigger you name it, and Atelier Sophie, the only area that was big technically was like that abandoned house that had like an underground cave system underneath it, where you fought Nazareth. More spectacle dungeons? Yeah. Even if like there's not that much in them, just a different aesthetic would help. Oh, the eating con rabbits. Oh boy, we're dropping frames again. I'm going to try and ride it out and see what happens, because it was being smooth for like the first bit we've just done. I'm going to try and ride it out and see what it is, but yeah, I'm going to look into it more after this stream, because it's a bit ridiculous how many drop frames I'm getting. Basic fans concerned about it and changed it in line so well. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, we already saw this scene. Stream life, sadly. Yeah, as soon as it happens. We saw this scene earlier because that was before I had to reload when I went on my my exploration. Oh, we could make a fishing pole. That'll be nice. Status. Chain deck chance by 25%, lowest value. Ooh, okay. Feeds into chain. Oh, we need bait first, damn. I mean, it makes sense, but still, damn. Why don't you say your mind drifted to fishing wood and my mind drifted to steel bow? Like Leonie's types. Yeah, but I'm a sucker for alternate ways of getting resources in these kind of games. Do I not have anything blue? These are all purple. Oh, I guess we're going without. I will check the steel bow. Because Leonie's a powerhouse. And I get that's kind of the point, because she's the one that kind of helps get your foot in the door at the start of the game. But she's still great. But it's still worth commending that she's great, kind of thing. Oh, God damn you. Actually, we can make this work. I can't wait till we get full rotation on everything. How many? There we go. Say how many levels? Oh my God! There we go. The levels. Nice. Really beautiful. Yeah, it's a huge damage jump. Nice. That seems to need to chill, right? It was just kept them going. All right, and we've just hit exactly 300 days left. I'll do that. Get everyone's MP back maxed out. And I'm hoping, looking at how that this is here, that this isn't a dead end. That it's just 2 routes to Flusheim. And maybe this will link to wherever this linked is, but this was blocked off by water, so it might circle round. It balances the whole item focus a bit. Yeah, because, well, I say you were talking to me about it when we was in Atelier, Sophie. One of my biggest problems with that game was, as much as I completely understand the Atelier series is always more leaning on items, it felt like there wasn't any balance to try and make it so the weapons and equipment had any kind of real reason to use them. They felt like they were very much left behind in comparison. Whilst in this, at least on first impression, it does seem like they tried to challenge that a little bit more. I understand that, you know, items and whatnot are still like the king in this, and in almost every Atelier game, but you know what I mean. Just to make it a little bit more reasonable to try other options. Oh, so this is Donna. I was curious about this because we had a quest here. Hi, are you the person I needed to talk to? No. Are you the person I needed to talk to? Oh, yes, you have a letter. Here you go. Here's your letter. And I bet that's going to lead to a go back and check on them quest. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Free golden tree leaves for the doctor. Do I have that? I don't think I do.
Hi.
I have 1. Okay.
Hi.
Because item stacking gets even more ridiculous. Yeah. I'm curious how Ryza 3 will handle it when it comes out, considering the more open world nature that game's going for. Like, how much looser it'll be, or how quickly people will find where, like, all the good shit is, and like, when they start a playthrough, just immediately beeline for it. So, although I think it's technically more open zones, or like Frontiers, over open world, but they've basically, with Ryza 3, they said there's 4, like, gargantuan regions that make up the map. All of them are one giant map. So it's basically, it's more like, I guess, like Witcher 3's open world that they're going for in Ryza 3. Where it wasn't like it was all interconnected, it was just several giant sandboxes. So it's kind of open world, but it's also kind of open zone, sort of like Sonic Frontiers and Witcher 3. But I am super excited. Even if it's going to be a while, because if Ryza 3 comes out and I haven't got to that point yet, I'm not going to jump the queue, you know? I still plan to do all 4 Mysterious games, then do the Ryza games. If we're partway through Ryza 1 and Ryza 3 comes out, oh well, it'll have to wait, you know? That's kind of the mindset. You know, Witcher 3 should probably download the game since I purchased it. I mean, yeah, you might as well give it a go. It was my stepdad that got Witcher 3, and I borrowed the game disc of him after he was done, and I played it for about 10 hours, and although I could see why people loved it, it just ultimately wasn't for me. It felt like I spent much more time just wandering around the world and getting sidetracked with side quests than I ever spent just getting a move on with anything. And it got to a point where it was starting to just tire on me a little bit. I was just like, well, I want to see where this goes, but I have to do like 1,000,001 other things first. And it's like, if you're into those stuff, then it's great. It's just, it wasn't for me personally. In this village, they call it the Divine Tree and take great care of it. So Firis, you better not mess with that tree, okay? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do something like that. What kind of person do you take me for, Leah? Oh, could you two be travelers? Yeah, we just got here, actually. Really? Then you should pay respect to the village elder before anything. She can be quite a stickler, so. What do you mean? Oh, it's nothing. The village elder's house over there. Take care. Check out the side content. Yeah, because it's most of the game is side content. And it's either you're either on board with it and prepared to go on these constant mini adventures, or you're not. And for me, it's like I was at first, but I just burnt out and I never finished it. So people told to pay respect. We should go see the elder. I'm a little scared, but let's go visit. Where is the elder's home? Oh, okay, this one. I was kind of poking my head around first to see if there's, I doubt it because this is a little, like, just a tiny village out of the way, but I just want to see if there's, like, an alchemist house. See if there's a licensed alchemist around. But I doubt it'd be that easy for us to just find the next person. Yeah, I don't think any of these houses have a sign on them. Ow! Never mind. Alright. It's locked. Oh, is it too late in the day? It'll be a fun challenge. Well, yeah, if you come in the right stuff, I don't imagine it'll be too bad. There's 2 blue dots in here. I want to talk to these merchants, see if they're selling anything interesting. Okay, nothing I want to buy. What about this guy over here? Oh, I don't have any, Oh, I am flat fucking broke. I completely forgot. All the infinite items, I'm confident in my chances. Yeah, if you're skipping the cutscenes and just doing the main plot content, you can probably get it done in like under 2 to 3 hours. If I'm honest. You can probably get it done super quick. Is there a campsite like near here? I think I can kind of see one, like back here. Oh, here it is. need to kill time till day. So all the huts open. I was gonna be like, oh, I'll make something, but I was like, hang on a minute, all of these things take several hours to make. So I can't. Yeah, that's 9 hours. I'll not skip main story cutscenes. I sort of played Kiwami 2 on PSN streaming previously, was doing a regular run. And then I want footage of legend mode. Oh, that's fair. Oh, so I watched the stream, I think it was Ray Navarro's. When he was getting the max completion for Kiwami 2, he did that. He did one stream, and the stream was like only 2.5 hours long, and he just like pretty much speed ran the game with the infinite pistol and just did exactly the bare minimum he needed to and got through it. Who are you? I'm Firis. I can't hear you. Speak up. Besides, what is this? Looks like you're travelers, but you didn't think of bringing a gift when you came to visit someone. Really, you two have no manners whatsoever. Be gone. What's with her? I hate this. This village is scary. Excuse me, did you go meet the elder by any chance? What gave it away? My tears? Yeah, just now. I can tell. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this. Our elder can be very difficult. If you're visiting her, you must bring something with you to appease her. Fucking lightning going. And I actually hate it in the game. Holy crap, I forgot about that. Like I know that. Yeah, anyone makes my Firis cry, they're gonna know about it. Really sorry, that's how it is. So anyway, I should be going now. But she is a licensed alchemist, so we might be able to get our second ticket. You know what would be crazy? I was theorizing this at the start of the stream. Well, the first part of this stream before I stopped for a minute. I was theorizing, and by the looks of it, if there's one here as well, I'm probably right. Jesus Christ, this fucking thunderstorm. That there's actually like a whole dozen or two of these licensed alchemists you can try and get notes from. So it's up to you who you pick and choose from. I'm getting more of that impression. If that's the case, that's brilliant, because I can beeline trying to get free tickets, or free letters, sorry, and then we can kind of just stroll and explore all the way to the city, because it's like we've got all the pieces, we just need to shop at the city at some point, you know? I don't know if that's actually the case, or if I'm just wasting my time here, but I suppose we can't just leave things with that elder lady as they are. And if that is the case, that's actually pretty cool, because it becomes more encouraging to experiment on repeated playthroughs to see what ones you go for instead. Pay respects again, right? What sort of things should we bring to appease her? Something to eat, maybe? Probably be faster to ask the villagers. You're right. Anyway, we just need to prepare a gift and try again. I feel very reluctant, but I guess we can't just run away. Go ask the villagers what she likes. Oh, you're a merchant. I like the music of this place. Shame the elder's old grouch bag. Hi, I just stole into your house. Oh, do you have anything for me? No. Quiet place to try to cover not to make a racket, since the person who's most likely to make a racket. What do you want? Let's go to the Silent Labyrinth. An inn, huh? I've never slept at an inn before. Besides, we have the Atelier. Isn't it fine just once in a while? The beds are soft and the food is fancy. It costs money, but you might find unusual experiences awaiting. You can pay money to stay at inns and towns. Inns have two courses. Regular course restore LP. The suite was a special events to activate. For detailed explanations. Oh god. And I have no money. Soft bed, fancy food? Okay then. When we're in town, let's stay in an inn the whole time. That's no good. No amount of money would be enough. Make staying at inns a rare luxury. Darn it. Fine, I got it. Hi, do you guys know anything? Stuck in a bot. Wouldn't in the first place. I have no money. Hey, do you know anything? Do you know anything? Do you know anything? Oh, Heinz! Hey, here you are, you fuck! Where you been? I helped you forever ago. Join the party, you fuck. Oh, I know. Okay, we just need to make you a new weapon then. Mr. I'll protect you, Firis. Don't worry about it. Fucks off to a random village miles away. God, what are you after? I'm gonna finish this game and have like a million tiny quests to go do. Oh, we can't loot that, okay. Oh, a tavern. They might know something. Hey, Revi! So they were here, they were just around. Revi was busy taking a drink, Mr. I'll protect you. While he was busy staying at the inn in a faraway village for Mr. I'll protect you too. And he doesn't have anything really interesting on him either. He could probably equip that though, just to balance it out. Oh, he can. You know, since you only have your default weapon, I'll let you have that for now. The villagers haven't told me anything yet.
Hi.
Oh, here we go. Found someone. Huh? What does the odor like? Let me think. I think she likes sweets. She gives me sweets all the time after all. Alright, we have no money. I don't even know why I'm checking. I'll give her a rock cookie then. Miss Elder, I brought a gift. A gift? Yes, here. Please like the cookies, please like the cookies, please. Oh, now this. Not bad at all. Well then, I suppose I could hear you out. Thank you very much. I mean, I don't really have anything to say beyond paying my respects, really. I'm Firis. I'm an alchemist trying to take the license exam. My name is Leonie. I'm Firis' older sister, and I'm accompanying her on her journey. I see. I am Orally. As you know, I'm the village elder here. Orally Blutch. But you're an alchemist, you say? Well, that's perfect. My back pain won't let me move from here. Why don't you get some vegetables from the merchant for me? Here's the money for them. You can keep the change. Fucking sweet! Grandma gave me money! Thanks! Okay, what do you mean perfect? Aren't alchemists basically jack of all trades? Go on, get going already. Yes, ma'am! Elder's errands. 5 sweet shoots. I bought 5 new ones as well, just so you can't complain. Oh, this is exactly the item I asked you for. My, thank you for this. I can now make tasty pickles. Now, there's something else I want to ask of you. Will you accept? Oh, sure. What could it be? I want you to go find some wood for a fire. With my back, even gathering firewood is difficult. You're an alchemist, aren't you? Gathering things should be your specialty. Please do so. Oh, go gather some. And back outside we go. Hey, is this alright, doing favors for Olore? It seems like she's just making you do her chores. I'm fine with it. Kinda nice to be relied on, you know. Also, look at the sign. She's probably an alchemist, and this is just a trick. She's testing us without testing us, and then maybe she'll give us a letter. It seems Orally has it tough with her back pain, so I thought I should help her out. Oh, my dear. Oh, we have just enough. Fucking here you go. Oh, these will make good firewood. No, I won't be cold. There's much more I want you to do for me. Huh? I can say no, it's up to you, so will you do it for me? Sure. Yeah, I will. Really, that would be a great help. Now then, what should I ask you? Come to think of it, you seem very good at physical tasks. Well, that's true, not that great at them, but it won't do to leave your weak points be as they are. Thus, I'd like you to go defeat some monsters. We've been having some nasty monsters settling near the village. That should be perfect for training your body. We'll go take care of them quickly and toughen up that frail body of yours. Go now, chop chop. I like how the quest is weak body! Like with like an exclamation mark and a question mark. It's like, what the fuck? Like she's actually offended, but she doesn't want to say anything. Oh, and they're far away too. So much for near the village. Are you sure you don't want me to fight the ones that are actually, you know, fucking here, near the village? No, I'll go fight the one way over here then. Oh, it's a treasure chest. Oh, he was talking about fairy circles. Alright, what mischievous enemy are we supposed to be fighting over here? Oh, here we go. There's the monster Orally asked me to defeat. Okay, don't panic, stay calm. Here I go. I got a full squad now, bitch. Oh, this enemy's not a threat. What's this? Boost defense of all allies. I beat it. Feel like I got a little stronger. Alright, need to go report to orally that I defeated the monster. And I said weak body 1 tells me there's going to be several of these. Or I said weak body 2 could just be the return. But I imagine she's going to say, okay, now go kill this. Let me tap this landmark before we're here. Sure. And then that will grow into something later. Oh, you're a new color variant of this enemy. Let's fight you. I went to press circle because it makes the most sense on the controller, but no, circle is cancel protection. What's this? Oh, that's where that dungeon is. Got it. Mr. Orally, I defeated the monster you asked me to. Oh, is that so? You looks like you're a little tougher. You think so too? Actually, I was thinking that myself. It's a joke. There's no way defeating one little monster would make that much difference. What? Anyway, leaving that aside. By the time I asked you, are you okay with this? You already realized I'm just pushing you around, right? Huh? That's not... You have an objective, don't you? Taking the license, yes? And yet, you just do what I ask and finish my chores. Why is that? Yeah, oh, Firis, you got too good a head on those shoulders. You got way too good a head on those shoulders. You're too much of a bean. Sure or not, if it helps someone, then I think it's alright. Is that wrong? You're interesting. I like that. I'm sorry for testing you so much. That's enough chores for you. I'll give you one final assignment. As an alchemist. What? Assignment? I'm not sure where this is going. You really are a dense child. I suppose I'll have to tell you. Yeah. I may not look it, but I am an alchemist too. I passed my license exam decades ago. I realized you were an alchemist the moment I saw you. Everything so far was a test to see if you were worthy of my recommendation. No way, that means I got scolded for nothing! It's not for nothing, it was all part of my test too. Now back to what I was saying, sorry to trouble you, but please meet me in front of the Divine Tree. I shall give you my final assessment there. See, I knew it was worth putting up with this old hag. Ollery, I thought you couldn't walk because of your back pain. Oh, I lied, I'm not that decrepit yet. This! Hey, Firis learned a valuable lesson today. People lie. Lied? It's awful, Orally. But to think Orally was an alchemist. She's been testing you all along. For now, we'll just have to go to that Divine Tree and get our last assignment. I knew it was worth sticking around. Hello again, old lady. You've come, Firis. Look at the Divine Tree here. The Divine Tree was here long before I was born. It's been standing here for an unthinkable amount of time. Indeed, for decades, centuries, it spread its roots and stretched its boughs high to the heavens. I would like to live like that too if I could, but I can't fight the passage of time. My back is still fine, but sure enough my body is starting to wear out in places. So then, here is what I want you, a dependable alchemist, to do for me. Make this. Special made compress. When I put this on my body, it will ease my aches 2 spaces significantly. That someone double tapped the spacebar by accident significantly. Look at the gap between aches and significantly. I noticed that. Oh, I see, huh? Isn't that another chore after all? What a thing to say, I told you it's a special made compress. That thing is no ordinary compress, it's a special item only a capable alchemist can make. I trust you can do it. Yeah, I'll do my best with everything I've got. Good answer. I'll be back in my home, counting on you. Alright, let's see what we need to make that we definitely won't have the ingredients for. I think the last one ended with us needing to make something. Where the fuck's the tent again? I already forgotten. Oh, it's up there. Alright, let's see. We can make it! Hey! I was expecting it to be like, oh, we need a bunch of all this stuff, and we don't have this, and oh, we'll have to come back for this. No. It's night time, the door might be locked. Might have to come back in the morning. Yep, okay. That's fine, we'll come back in the morning. Pup! Mom, Dad, I worked really hard, didn't I? Oh, everyone's just back here, including my boy, including Heinz Beans back there. I'm gonna save before we head out. Orally, I made the compress you asked for. Oh, is that so? Well then, can you put it on me now? Put it on you. Naturally, it's a compress after all. Or are you saying you won't help me? Oh no, it's not. I said no. Alright, I'll help you put it on. Please do so. There, is this okay? Ah, it's that. Oh, that's it. It's working well. My body has eased up quite a bit. Your alchemy is pretty impressive. Shouldn't be an issue then. Here, take this. 2 down, baby. Is this a lesser recommendation? Is it right for me to have this? Yes, I told you. That was the final assignment. You have the skills to be like... Obtained Orally's letter of recommendation. 2 down, baby. Do you say chores? Of course it's a chore. Might be hard to make, but it's just a compress, you know. How could making a compress for me be anything but another chore? How awful! You said I was done with chores! Although even she's folded her arms, she's getting annoyed. This is how the world works. Chore or not, if it helps someone, I think it's alright. Don't forget what you told me before. Alchemists might seem impressive, but most of our work is plain. Whatever may happen, do your best and never give up. Orally? Yeah, I understand. I didn't mean to sound so preachy. Well, you have your letter recommendation. Now go. Your objective is to take the exam, yes? You can't be wasting your time in a place. This game is not going to be very many streams. It's kind of hitting me. I'm like, oh god, this game's not actually going to be that long, is it? We're going to be getting to the third game in the Mysterious Trilogy a lot quicker than I thought we would. Is it raining on the menu? I only just realised that you can see the rain effects going through the menu on the map and whatnot. Oh, and the page is getting wet, so this is her book. Oh, that's actually a clever little detail. I can see on the map that the page is getting wet in places. And most of the time it's consumed in post. Yeah, as I say, I'm only doing the main adventure in these. So when the credits roll, yeah, I'll be moving. I'll do, like, same with Sophie. Yeah, I love this. This is a nice little effect. That whilst it's raining, like you can see it rain on her book. That's a nice attention to detail. But I'll do like a little bit, so like what I did with Sophie, where I did like a couple hours into post to get a feel of things and whatnot. I might do a little more post-game though, if this game ends up being real short. Like, you know, Sophie was like 9 or 10 streams. If we get this done in like 5 or 6, I might just do another stream beyond that just to have like a dedicated post-game run around, just to give this game a little bit more like air to breathe. If that makes sense. But then, yeah, like, notice that. That's pretty cool to see. Yeah. Doesn't quite apply to the map screen, but I suppose they don't want it to be an inconvenience. But 2 letters down. I said my main objective would be to finish the stream at Flu's time. That's still on. That's still on. That's still my top priority. So let's start heading up and seeing where if this path links. Because I think, looking at this, I think this path will meet this one at the village. Ooh. Oh, okay, and the lighting effect with the flash of lightning through the gap was kind of cool. I'm kind of curious about this labyrinth, so I'm going to make that my destination for now. I just want to bump into Sophie again. I know, like, the whole point is that, you know, you got to find your own footing, and we'll eventually reunite back in fucking whatever in Reisenberg and whatnot. But I was so excited when Sophie showed up at the start. I was like, oh, we're gonna have like a back and forth with her as like a mentor. And no, she just leaves the moment you get outside, because she's doing the exam as well, which I think is insane that she isn't already an Alchemist Pro considering everything she did last game. You'll see her again. Yeah, so I know I'll see her again eventually. I was just kind of hoping I'd see her more often. Oh, 10 cotton rabbits? Oh, jeez. And we've got 297 days left, and we're already 2/3 of our objective done. We just need to get one more letter and get to that city. I think getting to the city will be the real meat of the journey, and not getting these letters. At least that's my hunch. I think we're going to probably end up getting that 3rd letter, maybe next stream, at the rate we're going. And then any further streams beyond that would just be getting towards that city and just exploring. But like when someone told me that like some people have beat this game like in only like 80 days flat, like they've done it super quick. I can see why, because if you know exactly what villages you want to go to and what objectives you're going for, and then immediately beeline for that city, absolutely you can get done in a heartbeat. Let's go check over here. Yeah, I miss Sophie too. But the thing is, I say that, I'm curious to see if I'll still feel the same by the time I reach the end of Sophie 2, the game. Oh, this is a map transition. Okay. Ooh. Because I know she's in the next game as well. I don't know how much, but I know she's in the next one as well. Wow. So this is what it looks like inside. Even older than I thought. I'm sure it's old. Some areas look fragile. Make sure not to get close to anything that seems dangerous. Ooh. Oh, who's this? Why does he look like a Final Fantasy XIV character? As I've told you many times, there are no items of monetary value here. And as I keep telling you, you never know until you break it open. I'm a historian. I examined all the information concerning these ruins. You won't find any treasures here. It was such a pain, man. It was like we'll have to teach this guy a lesson. Stop in the name of the law! It's true what the guy's saying. What are the other people around here? There isn't a thing left inside of these ruins. Anyone living around here knows that. But if you still insist on breaking it, I suppose we'll have to settle this by force. It's not worth making a scene. Come on, man, let's go. Thank you for your help. It would have been awful if this place was destroyed before I can conduct my research. And you two are? You don't really live in this area, do you? No, we're travelers. I'm Firis. I'm an alchemist. And I'm Leonie. I'm Firis' older sister. Nice to meet. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, they're not going to do what I think they're going to do, are they? They're not going to do this fucking trope where suddenly it's like head over heels in love. Nothing. Never mind. Anyway, it's my turn next, is it? I'm Carl, a historian. Carl Lau. Carl, nice to meet you. Yes, you too. By the way, I'm interested to... I see, so you two are from Eterna. Is there a problem with that? No, it's just, as a historian, I'm interested in the history of Eterna, that's all. Can you give me your address while you're at it, just out of curiosity? Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. Firis and Leonie, if you don't mind. Would you please allow me to join you in your troubles? I'd like to thank you for helping me just now, too. I'm sure you have your own business to attend to, but let me know if you feel like it. Sure, thank you. We will. It's nice meeting you, Cald. What? Pardon me. Cald. Whatever, Cald. Yeah, he's crushing. You now know Cald, for better or worse. We took the Cald's ante room to the party. I haven't checked the recipe book in a while. Oh, another sun's shining on the book. Make some ingots. Get some wool. Oh, what was this? Make some ingots. Okay, I need to make. I didn't. I need to make some ingots. What the fuck? Oh yeah, just let the kid make a gun. We still need to get some Hikuri stones. I'm just gonna hope we're gonna bump into them later on. I mean, if not, I know where they'll have to be. Oh, this is a dead end, so we'll have to go back around. That's okay. But I imagine it'll be like in this sort of area if we really have to. Let's look around these ancient ruins. Feet to Scar ladies, or Scare ladies. Oh, the ghosts. All right, that's a fun attack. I like that. So there's stairs to go underground. Hey, sus water, finally. There's some things we can finally make now we got that. Is the keyboard player alright? I ask again, is the keyboard player alright? It's just going dung, dung. Ooh, what have we here? Some scraps of paper. I'm guessing that treasure chest is above us then. Oh, am I going to regret this? Just go for it. Oh damn, that does amazing damage. Fuck. Nice. I probably shouldn't fight one of those guys again. Okay, you need the specific type of ghost we're after. Of course you're not. Looks like a big ass mural back there. Oh, you're the scary ladies. There's two of you. Oh, you have like no MP. Whoops. Oh, now you're fucked. Oh, no, well, great chain attack, guys. Great chain attack. Immediately just... Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, fucking... What the hell? Hang on, did we just pick up like an Organization 13 coat? What? We didn't. It's way better than what we've got on. Oh, we're at that point, are we? Those giant demon things are going to start showing up. Noticing a lack of a camp in here. This really is like a full dungeon run. I do want to investigate this, though, if it will let me. This feels important. Yes. Is this a ship with wings? It's amazing. How long ago was this made? And that's it for the cutscene, I guess. Should have a winged ship. Okay, never mind. Let's leave then. Ooh, the under. Ooh. Oh, Jesus, that thing came at me like a raid of knots. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, run. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The level. Fucking run. Let me out of here. Oh my god. Ah, let me out of here. I was at 35 and my heart sank. Oh my god. Run, Firis. Later. We'll come back later. Holy shit. Holy shit. Everything in my body stopped. Like, my heart just collapsed. I was just like, oh, I need to move. I need to not be here. And then it already started attacking. Woo! Go back to the village for now. I can rest there. Get my heart back. Oh jeez. We learned to make a gun in a tree. Let's make some ingots because there's 2 recipes tied to that. My heart's still going. My heart literally went dun, 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 the very second that kicked off. Well, at least I know what stream highlight I'll be making this week. I'll make 3 ingots. I was like, why didn't we get it? You have to make 1 more. While I'm looking over the latest novel project. Ooh! How's it going? Do you know what you... Is it still like in the planning stage sort of thing, or are you making headway? Oh. Oh. You learn them with the points. Oh. To the headway that I'm doing with connecting disjointed ideas. Oh yeah, that's the dream period is what you're in then, where you've got all these pieces but nothing's like storyboarded together yet to make it make sense. Or the daydream period, to use its actual wording. Like, I really dislike the idea point system. Yeah, I'm not keen, admittedly. Once I realised that was what it was, I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this then. I mean, I get it. You know, it's another thing of them, like, clearly trying different ideas and seeing what would work and what didn't. Like, I can respect that this game is pretty damn experimental. Like, they didn't just rest on their laurels and just make another game, like, identical to Sophie, but just, you know, with some different smaller details. They actually put a lot of time into just taking a risk and doing something different. It's just now in retrospect we can look back on it and be like, okay, what did it actually do well with it though, and what did it not do so well? Right, mother message. Honestly love Sophie's system of discovering recipes and Sophie 2's system of synthesis. To be honest, game came across as 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Yeah, it's like, for me, this game screams experiment. They wanted to try different things, and they wanted to see what would work and what didn't, and then apply them to the future. It's just, unfortunately, with games that are experimental, and it's kind of fitting that I am playing Soul Hackers 2, another game that's also very experimental for Atlas. Not everything in your experiment works. That's the whole point of it being an experiment. You don't expect everything to click. You just hope that you can learn something from it. And by the sounds of it, from what you were saying, and what a lot of people are telling me of how much they love the next game in the Mysterious Trilogy, they do learn a lot from it. I'll try that. I don't know where I'm going to fit it, but I'm going to try. Ah, see, now we've got a problem. That piece is too big. Do that. That piece is way too big. You can't do it. I need to make not this. I need something that can go. I need not that. That could actually work, I think. Still no, because I then still have a piece left missing. That's what I need, maybe. I'm glad I don't have like an expert cauldron or anything to worry about, because I would have been screwed. And that doesn't bother me because we're going. I just wanted to get that top bit filled. Oh man, we got a lot of experience out of that. Oh, we haven't got a high enough level to pick any more stats. Yeah, all stats up make most sense. Nice, level 17. Oh, whoops, that was a double tap. The other giveaway that this game is shorter is how much quicker my alchemy level's leveling up, it feels like. I don't feel like I leveled up this quick in Sophie. But it makes sense that it would be quicker in this game. Because it's shorter. So they need to bump up your level quicker. But it does seem a lot more friendly with giving me a lot of experience and letting me just go wild. I imagine the guns for that researcher, but I want to see if anyone else wants it. Oh, you can have the shittier bow. There you go, dude. And you can't change your weapon unless it's for another staff. Well, we have a gun for when we eventually recruit the other guy. Oh, well, doing all that crafting fully restored us all. That worked out. Let me save. And we'll start heading back up and start working towards that town. Another thing, small detail, just because, you know, the game being on a time limit, and I want to make it known, I do like this game. I like it a lot. There are just a lot of little things that bug me. I wish you could bring up the map whilst you're in your atelier. So then you can plot before you actually get the time moving. So you can see where you want to go and what your destination is, instead of actually having to start the clock and then pause and check. There's still something to the west, so let's go check that first. Oh, that was a lag spike and a half. I don't know if that came through. That was just the game trying to load in daytime, I guess. I just realized. Yep, guess who once again forgot to make bombs. Next time. I'm not going back now. So that's in earlier trilogies. Yeah, I can imagine. It's the nature of, you know, evolving as a franchise. You get better at some of those details. DX is unforgiving. To be honest, that was something that did admittedly worry me slightly, because I started looking into it and it's like, oh yes, Atelier Sophie was well known because it was the first one to get rid of the timer. And I was like, what do you mean the first one to get rid of it? You mean every single one prior had it? Ah, oh, it wasn't just every now and then? Ah, oh, fuck. But as I keep saying, it's a huge we'll see. It depends what, honestly, with how far away it is and how many games to cover, it honestly just depends how I feel after Rise of 3. If I'm in the mood to go back or not. I mean, I'd like to at some point because, you know, I'm hooked in at this point. It's just that time limit. If it wasn't obvious by the fact I went straight from Atelier Sophie to this, of course I'm hooked in at this point. I just want to see how it goes. Oh, there's another cave back here. What one is this one? Oh, just another compass point cave name. Great, really interesting. We'll see. Rise of 3 could be infinitely better than the previous two, and only hope. The big selling point will be the soundtrack improvements. Because the thing is, like, I started listening to some of the Riser tracks after we spoke about it the other stream. And it's not that the Riser soundtrack's bad at all. It's going for a different tone. It's more orchestral and more, like, smooth, and almost trying to give off, like, a nostalgic feeling. And to be fair, in that sense, I think it works. Like, I was listening to, like, the Village track from Riser, and I was like, actually, yeah, it does kind of feel nostalgic. Since, you know, I played that game a few years back. It did, it's like, maybe that's what they're going for with the Riser games. They want it to feel like, you know, a soft adventure. And if that's the case, then yeah, they nailed it. It's just in terms of memorability, fucking... Atelier Sophie spoilt me. And I'm not just talking about the battle themes. The Village theme was really good. Sophie's actual theme was really catchy. I genuinely loved the church theme, for goodness sake. You know, like, Sophie's soundtrack was nothing but bangers. Oh, there's that lag spike again. So this game just doesn't like rendering the transition from day to night, I'm noticing. Well, I mean, if the giant rapid shift of the shadow is any giveaway. Don't even consider it bad, just much consider it unmemorable, but honestly it may just be me. And no, I wasn't criticizing you or anything. It was just because we spoke about it and it just kind of made me curious, if that makes sense. I just was like, well, hang on a minute. So I started looking back and I was like, yeah, like it's mostly that it's different. Bad is the word I use. It's more that it's just very different, and instead of trying to be a loud adventure, it's trying to be like a soft growing adventure. And it has a more natural orchestra. It's kind of like, well, to give another example, when you go from Tales of Berseria to Tales of Arise. Arise's soundtrack's still good. It's just like this orchestral different take from what Berseria was. Whilst Berseria had all this tech and all this aggression and all this rock like slipped in around everywhere. Like, I mean, like literally the opening dungeon, that prison island with that dun 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 dun. It all stuck with you, whilst Arise, with its more softer orchestral melody that it had throughout most of its game, made it nice in the moment, but not as memorable. You know, like you met Rokuro and suddenly this rock beat kicked in with like Japanese instruments in the background sort of thing, and that stuck with you. You know, Marguerite starts getting up to her antics and you hear a stupid melody and you're like, oh, it's her again, and it sticks with you. You don't get that with Arise, but Arise's soundtrack's still good. It's just, it's different. It's more adventurous. It's more orchestral. And that makes me sound like I'm critical on orchestra music, and I'm not. Some of my favourite tracks in general orchestra. It's just, I'm just, in these examples, sometimes these more synthesized or techy or out there just end up being more impactful than the orchestra. Not everything needs to go full orchestra. I wonder what that person's doing. Is he looking at flowers? Excuse me, those flowers are really pretty. Oh, hi, do you like flowers? This isn't Oscar, is it? Good to have a theme and succeed in your artistic venture. It doesn't vibe with me. It's in like brutal metal intense and Aposhi Odyssey style music. Yeah, and that's fair too. My ultimate peak is rock orchestra. If you can get me a rock choir, a rock orchestra, or yeah, I was just like, that's fucking crazy. Dude's lost weight. Good on him. He was tired of getting bullied all the time. It's like, if you can give me like a rock orchestra, rock choir, rock opera, fucking Genshin Impact win it for a rock opera at me from one of its boss themes, I was like, oh, okay, you win. It's like, oh, okay. Some serious gains. Hey, tired of being bullied all the time. They're cute. I like them a lot. Haven't seen many flowers before. That's pretty unusual. Our hometown is located inside a mountain, so... Inside a mountain? No wonder. Probably aren't many flowers there. He still pats his belly, though. You like him now, right? Glad to meet a fellow flower lover. Hey, what's your names? Oh, right. My name's Firis, and this is... her big sister, Leonie. And you are? I like how Leonie always makes a point to always, like, make sure when she's introducing herself to mention she's Firis' big sister. Like, Leonie is so constantly proud of Firis that she wants everyone to know that she's related to her. And I think she's her sister kind of thing. Or either that, or just so charmed by her sister. You know, that Arknight Girls Frontline and Punishing Grey Raven are more badass OST songs than they have any right to. Yeah, I remember seeing a video, and the only reason I clicked on it was because it had Genshin music, or people saying, why do gacha games have god tier music? And I was like, yeah, they kinda do. Because you fight less than Yora in Genshin, and you hear a rock opera kick in a second phase, and you're like, what the fuck? Or like you fight Ajdahar, and you hear a rock orchestra with traditional Chinese like cultural instruments, and you're like, what is going on here? It's like 8 minutes long. Part of the reason why I'm so excited for the next weekly boss to come to Genshin, which will be in about 6 or 7 weeks, is entirely because it's a chance to hear a new boss theme and it be a new banger. Especially because Genshin kind of cheats with how its music becomes so good, and I mean that in the best way possible. Each country is done by a different orchestra, same composer and same music team, but Mondstadt's done by the London Philharmonic, Liyue is done by Shanghai Orchestra, Inazuma is done by Tokyo, and Sumeru, I want to say Sumeru is Egyptian music, but I might be wrong on that. I haven't looked into it. A lot of people have an odd relationship with Genshin. The game's fantastic, the community is dog water at best. I said I've met a lot of nice people in the community. It's just the overarching are like, man, they didn't get their anniversary awards, and so they review bombed games that aren't Genshin. Technical masterpiece, but I can't enjoy the mechanics. That's fair. I adjusted. I play Genshin like an hour every single day. I'm too locked in. It's my MMO basically. I've got like 300 hours now in it. I've 100%ed everything but the newest area that came in 3.0, just because Sumeru is so goddamn big and cluttered with shit. It's like I'm like 98%. I just can't be bothered yet. Like I'm gonna wait. I mean, rank system is egregiously frustrating. It is until you get to the other side of it, and then you stop thinking about it. Once you hit rank 55, you know for a fact there's never going to be a single piece of content that is going to be unavailable to you. So once I hit 55, I completely switched off from adventure rank. So when I eventually hit 60, I was like, oh, I hit the cap. Oh, okay. I won't pretend the game's not got problems. I love it, but that's not about to make me ignorant to its problems. Around 41 or 42. You did quite a fucking bit then. That's not like you do in a weekend. But it's like you got the fact, like the artifact grinding, you got the resin system, which although it isn't as bad as the community make it out to be, especially compared to other gachas, it still could be better. I played it day one. Yeah, same here. I've been playing it almost every day since. I think the only time I've not played it is when I've literally not been at home, like when it was my sister's wedding or something, and I was like, and it was like out of town, so I didn't play it for a day. Because I play it on console, I don't play it off my phone like some people do. And when they added the ability to completely remap the controls, that was a huge saver for me, because I don't really like a lot of the default control scheme. I felt like once I altered it a little bit, I didn't alter it too much, but I altered it a little bit, and it just became a lot smoother to play. Pressed me to play it, and I didn't. It's solid, but I got a weird vibe. Yeah, and that's fine. There's a lot with Genshin. There's a lot of Genshin I love, and there's a lot I wish would change, but a lot of the things I wanted to be changed have been changed throughout its content updates. A lot of people make out that Holoverse don't listen to their audience, and it's not that they don't listen, it's that they don't communicate. They never fucking tell us what they plan to change and what the roadmap is, or whether they're going to address problems. They just kind of do. They'll announce like a week before when the update comes out, oh, here's the new update, here's the new content, and here's what we fixed. And it's like, oh, that's cool and all. Why did you wait until now to tell us? But they won't tell us if they're investigating things or if they're planning to rework things. It just happens. Around 60% of the characters before they constantly added new ones. Yeah, but I stopped. Every time I go into talk about Genshin, the biggest thing I always say is don't focus on the characters. Roll if you want, but just do the free rolls. Don't pay money unless you're really invested. Then maybe it's up to you, sort of thing. Just roll the characters you've got, because absolutely everything in the game can be done with the starting 4 characters. Well, starting 8 now, because they've added more free ones as time's gone on. And then if you just roll, whatever character you end up with, if you specifically like, I want this character, and roll for them, that's when you start getting yourself in trouble, because you probably won't. Especially with how many characters are in the game already. Like, I want to get Candace, who comes out in 3.1, but I'm only going to roll for her because she's going to get she's going to be on a unique banner. So my chances of getting her is far more shrunk down. to get an article about me. Because one dude got getting Amber level 90. Yeah, he was really devoted. And the funny thing is, that guy eventually was talking about it because he people were questioned him, and he went on Reddit and did ask me anything. He said the main reason he did it wasn't just because he genuinely really liked Amber as a character. He didn't like that at launch everyone was dissing that Amber was a weak character, and so he felt almost out of stubbornness he wanted to show that you could do it. Like I said, in the game's mechanics, the reason why the game isn't that front-loaded with mechanics and every single character shares a similar base spine, it was deliberately done to make it so the base 4 characters can do any content. That there's no power creep. Because power creep doesn't just mean characters get stronger as time goes on, it means the content gets harder. And to make it so it's mitigated of power creep, making it that every single character has the same spine means every single piece of content can be done. It might be more awkward for some characters, but that's more down to builds than it is the character themselves. With that guy, and people ripping on Amber, especially since I always play as the female characters and I ship her with Amber. Yeah, Lumine and Amber are a great team. There's not the ship I go with most with Amber. I usually go with Eula because they're flatmates and they are best buddies. And there's a lot of things, especially during the winter event last year, that showed that Eula's top priority is always Amber. She worries about everyone else later. And that just really kind of stoked the fires for shippers for those two. Because they even have a flatmate relationship. They don't think of anything awkward between them. There's a point in the winter event where Eula says, oh, it's a stressful day. She goes, oh, I'm just going to go get a bath. And Amber goes, oh, okay, I'll join you. And they just walk off without giving it a second thought. I started playing around Eula in the early days. That was my ship. Yeah, and that's fair enough. I love Eula too much. She's an underdog to me. I genuinely hate how the community responded to her. They're like, oh, because her family represents all this slavery and fascism. It's like, yeah, her whole story is that she's trying to get away from her fucking family. And her entire story has a strong message of not judging people by their family name, but judging them as an individual. Yet every single person looked around that instead of at it, and just went, Eula comes from bad aristocrat family who has bad morals and wants slave drivers. Eula bad. And I'm like, you know, it's like, aye. And Eula's just great in the party. I love having Eula around. She's my main damage dealer, so I always keep her around. She's a burst damage dealer, so she doesn't do DPS. That's Hutao. Hutao's my DPS. Oscar Bulmer. You're the plants in the world? Wow, nice to meet you. Yeah, by the way, I was wondering. Firis, that staff. Could it be that you're an alchemist? Yeah, how'd you know? One of my friends is an alchemist. Anyway, an alchemist, huh? Hey, Firis. This is just a suggestion, but would you like my help? We can get Oscar in this game again? That's kind of cute. I'm not putting him in the party, but that's kind of cute. Pretty knowledgeable about plants. I think I could help you out. What do you think? Oscar looks so much older and more mature. It's crazy. Sure, then yeah, I'd love that. Alright, it's a deal. Let me know whenever you need me. There's me and your Firis. He pats his belly again. That's cool. I know I harp on some of the problems I have with this game, but that's genuinely super cool. I like that. This area links as well? What? That has to be a dead end. Actually, no, this will be in between, but we can't go back to here because there's water blocking off this. Found group. Identity is an odd thing. No one should be judged by the actions of their family, especially if you object. Yeah, as in, that was the entire message of Eula's story. Everyone assumes, she just goes, oh, you're the Lawrence family, and everyone judges her in the story, and Eula never rises to it. In the story, she works for the Knights of Avonius. She literally works with the good guys, and yet everyone there refuses to acknowledge her triumphs and her accomplishments. And yet when her uncle is trying to undermine the value and tries to deface it to get the Lawrence family back in power and all this shit, she's the one that steps in and stops him. And when he says, you're an embarrassment to the family, she goes, yeah, an embarrassment to what your family is. I'm making it my own. And I loved her story, and the fact that Amber's in her corner at all times. Like I said, they're flatmates again, so they already are close because they stick with each other. It just made me appreciate Eula and her story more, but it also made me appreciate Amber, which led to me shipping the two. Like I said, it was that winter event that really kind of sold the deal for a lot of people. Because there's a point where there's an avalanche, and you're all stuck under it, and Eula notices it first, and when she when they point out there's an avalanche, what does she do? Save anyone else? No. She try and save you? She try and save Albedo? No. She immediately turns around, grabs Amber, and pulls her in close to protect her from the storm. And Eula shows her back to the avalanche and just holds on to Amber without saying a word. Like, shit like that immediately made people go, oh, okay, I ship these two, because Eula clearly has cares for Amber. Story, but it sounds awesome as a storyline. Yeah, it's a great... And like, Eula's story is fantastic. It's one of the better ones. It takes a bit, because the main thing with Eula that doesn't help herself is that because she was raised by that family, she's got their dialect. And she can't break from that, and it ends up making the wrong assumption from other people more often than not, because her dialect it comes across very arsey, very stubborn, very sharp, when in reality she has a heart of gold. What? Is my box full? My box is full, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. As well, there's more of a verbal tick I use. Yeah. Well, with Eula in it being an anime game, it's slightly more exaggerant, but the gist is there. There's a reason why someone made a fan edit song of all the times Eula says vengeance, is because she says it a lot. They made a 2-minute song and it's just all of the times Eula says vengeance. Because her dialect is like super overly sophisticated. Oh, also I said I need to make new bombs, so I need to do that first. And the actress, Susie Young, when she found out about the song, retweeted it when this is my favorite thing ever. And I was like, yeah, I imagine, because you're the one that was in the studio having to say vengeance a million times. No, I want to... Oh, that was purple, actually. I thought that was red. Oh, shit. Fuck. God damn it. The voice of a lexicon I come across as condescending a lot. Yeah. I mean, so I can have some oddities in my word as well, but for me it's less at my words, it's more that I get overly excited at the stuff I talk about, and so I end up talking quicker and quicker without really stopping until someone points it out, until someone goes, whoa, hold on a minute, champ, you know. That's my worst habit. But I suppose when it's stuff like that, the people who know you know that's how you are, right? So like I'd like to think they wouldn't like hold it against you or anything like that. They know that's who you are and how you are sort of thing. Because to me you seem alright. I mean, when I checked in on you, popped in that stream the other day, you seemed alright. So like, it's just you and the way you talk. You can't help that shit. Well, to acclimate, yeah, but still, I stand by my point. But I also have a bad habit of doubting myself when I'm trying to talk to people. I'm that person who always immediately assumes that you're not interested in what I have to say, and so like will kind of flutter off unless you kind of reinforce it that it's okay. I'm just about that a lot. Yeah, that's alright, dude. I think you're doing alright. Alright, I'm satisfied for that being my bomb list for now. I just wanted to kind of clean it up a little bit. Actually, I do want to make a new puny jelly as well. Just so I've got an extra recovery thing. That's a successful. A lot of introspection thinking to do. Yeah. I mean, I've said it before. A lot of my earlier Let's Plays I don't keep on the channel because I was a complete dick. I had all my college issues really on the surface during those Let's Plays, and I came across as a complete arsehole for a lot of it. And so a lot of them I just don't keep anymore because I look back on it and I just cringe. I think we all go through a lot of growth when it matters. I mean, I've been on YouTube since September 2015. So, 7 years. It's September now. I had to think about it for a second. I've just only been streaming. I only started streaming this year. I was doing Let's Plays before then. And there was a lot of learning I had to do because I started at 16, for goodness sake. And now here I am at 23 still doing it and not getting a penny. Hey, good money, make this. One day, I hope. Even if I don't make much, it'd be nice to be on the board, you know? Just there's nothing better than the idea of being able to do what you love and get paid for it. I've been dealing with a lot of trauma and losses, and so it skewed up my interpersonal dynamics. Because over the years, I got my ruin check, and that's fine, you know. I know like we have a bit of a bad habit of us like talking about serious shit, but that's fine, you know. Like it's okay to take that time to find yourself and whatnot. As long as once you do find it, you're happy with who you become. And if you can be happy in yourself and you're not, you know, like hurting anyone or breaking the law, that's all that really matters. God, look at all these stat boosts I have here that I can't put on anything yet. Oh, this is just a material though, so I should just throw any old shit. Let me rethink this. I'll put that there. Oh, jeez. This big one's the problem. There's no way I'm gonna get that all those slots covered. I need to rethink this. I want to try and get this full because, you know, I might equip it on someone. It's this. It's cloth. This cloth I need to change. And I still can't reach. God fucking. No, screw it, fine. We'll just accept we won't get that bonus. And everyone got fully restored from all that craft making. Okay, let's just get out of here then. What we got here? Large Fang. Oh, I didn't equip the new bombs I made. Oh, whoops. Oh well, next time. Aoife Hill was learned. Nice. Okay, yeah, I have to equip that when we're back in base. So this will lead to the south end of here. Yeah, this leads to this. Oh, it goes down this way as well? It's like some... Another quest you probably won't do. Oh, the red peonies. Oh no, we don't need to waste MP for that. Yep. Hey, level 14 VU. What's with those big things back there? And why am I already scared? Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, they're everywhere. Alright, let's find out. Oh, the music says his name might not be too bad. The music's giving me this implication we'll be fine. This thing's resistant to everything. Nice. Sure, I guess I'll give up one of my bombs. How strong are the Great Horns? Oh, you have no MP. Oh, Island Fish, sorry. Elm Splitter, go Devil May Cry on it, so Can this thing die soon? I got you in the team because you're supposed to protect me, Revy. Oh, you cannot kill me, I am Firis, Chan. Yeah. And is that quest going to be go back? Go all the way back to Donna? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we might have to, because I think this will be a dead-end road on this path, and I imagine this will be a dead-end as well. I have all versions of Subhuman, to be honest. The original one, by that one singer that we don't talk about, I fucking despised. But the current one has grown on me. For a while, it was my favourite song in Devil May Cry 5. It took a while for me to get there, but once I grew on Amy, I really liked it. I say for a while, because this was pre-Buried Light, but... Do I have that? It made me think it's Subhuman. Yeah, that's fine, dude. When the tracks were first revealed, it was like Devil Trigger was my top. Then it was Crimson Cloud, then it was Subhuman. But nowadays, I'd probably say Crimson Cloud's the weakest one. And that's not to say it's bad. It's a great song, it's just the weakest. No, I found the old version way too squeaky. I found that dude was just trying to rip his throat out, and that was his contribution to the song. God damn Devil Trigger, really? Interesting. I think for me, like, I associate Devil Trigger with the return of Devil May Cry. And so I have a bias on it because it was, you know, it was waiting 11 years and 2 months for the follow-up to Devil May Cry 4 to finally happen. And so that song was like the alarm. It was like the celebration that Devil May Cry was finally back. Because I like Screamo, but there's a way of doing it that wasn't what that one was. I don't mind Screamo. I don't like it as much as some people do. No, this really isn't worth the fight. I think I'm just going to leave, actually. We don't have the resources, and our LPs are getting low. But that one, Screamo, like, at least for me, just didn't click, and I just wanted nothing to do with it. Whilst the current version, although it's still Screamo to an extent, is a lot more controlled, and I preferred it that way. Not enough space, it's absurd. It's because the OG version, while I like it, that's poorly mixed. Yeah. What it is, I let it off for being poorly mixed because it was the first time we heard it, and I gathered it probably wouldn't be the same by the time it finally comes out. But it was just, yeah, for me, it was just a screamy bit. With growling metal, which I also enjoy. That's fair. Let's just rest, then it's like... Oh, yeah, we could do with the rest anyway, just to get people's MP back up. Ow! Leg cramp! Ow, ow, ow! Someone help me! It's always Firis! But yeah, that fucking sucks, Firis, I get it. But Crimson Cloud's weird Eldritch style was bewitching. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, just because I think nowadays Crimson Cloud's the weakest of the Devil May Cry 5 songs doesn't for a second mean I think negatively of it. You know, like, I still love it. Like I said, I preferred it over Subhuman at first, but just Subhuman grew on me a lot. Because Crimson Cloud sounded like if Bloodborne did a rock track. It had that same kind of eldritch, like, horror almost in it. Speaking of Bloodborne, Sony, when are you going to make a PS5 port or put it on PC or something that means that we can finally play it in something above 30 frames? Please, I'm begging you. Okay, so this links back to here. Right, yeah, we're back to here. So I'm going to go back to this and see if we can explore this and then just go over your rankings, see where you're coming from, since the logic is the same how I view Firis in the Mysterious Trilogy. Yeah, although it's the weakest, it's still good kind of thing. There's still a lot to enjoy here, it's just got problems. After a week, I'm off, I didn't dig Devil Trigger, and that's fair. And to be fair, if it wasn't for my personal significance, I'd probably put Devil Trigger lower. It's just because, like I said, for me, it signaled that my literal 11 years, because I got the MC4 day 1 back in the day, was worth something. Once it gets massively overexposed. Yeah, to be fair, DT was everywhere. Once it was announced, it was literally everywhere. You couldn't escape it. They used it in like every single fucking trailer, including, like, almost including the ones that had nothing to do with Nero. Because they knew that people loved that song. So it's like, no, let's lean into this. I just want to see what's over here. So I keep saying it, because I'm going to keep reminding myself, after we've explored here, assuming there isn't somehow yet another link somewhere else, I'm going to be beelining to get to them to Flussum, or Flusheim, whatever. And then the first rest in Flusheim will be where I'll wrap up for today. Although Yeah, and I think what also helps with Buried Delight is that the song is like 9 minutes long. So if there's one part of it that gets a bit repetitive, you know, there's like other parts of the song that are also godly. Oh, you can't equip here. You know? And there's so many different elements, like the song practically changes almost every minute. So if there's one part of it that gets a bit repetitive, you just listen to a different part of it and you're fine. What's the landmark here? The Great Wetlands. Oh, we can't travel any further. That's a boat-only route. That to me is confirmation we're getting a boat then. I mean, I already theorized, but that's boat. Okay. So let's start working our way back. I have Buried Delight on my phone, on my playlist. I have Buried Delight. I have Crimson Cloud. I have this mix of Subhuman that someone made that put the unique instrumentation that's only in the in-game version with the main like OST track, just so you can get like the cool bit near the end. But then outside of that, I have Shall Never Surrender from DMC4. I have Devils Never Cry from Frey. And actually, yeah, I do have Devil Trigger. I had to think for a second. So I'm pretty sure I still have Devil Trigger, and that wasn't my old playlist. Because I like upended my playlist a couple of years ago. Because I just had like 300 songs. I was like, I don't listen to half of these. So I completely threw out all the ones I know I was never going to listen to really, or listen to much. Heavy build up to crescendo and then the bury the light. You know what I loved as well that also really helped? Oh, sure, you can have this whilst we're here. I didn't realize we picked one up. Is the final boss in Virgil's DLC, where it opens with that crescendo but with no instruments. It's just the raw vocals screaming into your soul. That shit stuck. That really stuck with me when I heard it. I was like, holy shit. You know? I mean, I was still a little disappointed we didn't get a Nero boss fight, but I get it would have been a technical goddamn nightmare to try and balance that. But it was still a bit like, holy shit. And especially because ultimately, once you figure out Dante, I think I actually found him easier in 5 than I did 4. Oh, okay, you need something else. Everything ends, Dante. Even us. Oh, that's the wall to the city. Okay, we are nearly there. Oh, it does link to the Silent Labyrinth. I thought that was a dead end. And this map is super fucking zoomed in. Look at the mini-map. I'm guessing it's because it's a small area. Yeah, this is Silent Labyrinth. I'm guessing it's a small area. It's close to home. Felusum ahead. Lively town of sailors and delicious fish. Even rivals Reisenberg. Oh, okay. For a split second, I was like, is the game saying I can punch the sign? For a split second, I thought I was going to say I could punch the sign. I was going to say, hang on a minute. Oh, what do you want? Oh, nice. We got money out of that as well. Alright, let's go into the first city. Which it must be a city. It's got its own load zone. Oh, it's Venice. Got it. Wow. What a big town. I hope we can go to Sophie's hometown. I hope we can go back to Kirkton Bell. And you can just find that in the world. That would actually be pretty dope if you could. Oh, what a big town. You're right. This is Flusheim, or Flusheim, one of the most prominent cities in the area. It's located on the shores of a lake. But at the same time, I kind of doubt it, because that was in the middle of buttfuck nowhere in Sophie. Like, they kind of made it clear you had to travel away to get there, so... You can't reach Reisenberg unless we board a ship here and cross the lake. Wait, a ship? We read about the ships in books. Really looking forward to that. That's perfect, but... Hey, how are things for you? Not good at all. My business is doomed at this rate. Same. We really need to be able to get through there. I heard that this was an always lively, prosperous town. It seems like everyone's really gloomy. Could there be some sort of problem? Both the sisters. There's no point standing around wondering. Since we're here, let's take a look around, okay? Right. We might figure something out while doing that too. Let's go. Oh, hello. Ah, what's going on here? Oh, it's ill. Hey. Oh, Firis, are you trying to board a ship too? Yeah, that's right, but you don't seem like you're in a good mood, Il. Obviously. Anyone would be in a bad mood if they were told something ridiculous like that. Ugh, just thinking about it is annoying me. What is with that sailor? Oops. It's not much use in shouting at you about it. What happened to make you so mad? And something about a sailor? I don't have to tell you. I'm sure you'll find out for yourself real soon. I guess we have to help the sailor first. I'm tired. I'll just go sleep at the inn. See you later. Oh, she even has like an arrogant walk. Like she really sways those hips when she walks. Like, oh my god. It was really angry. What on earth could have happened? Oh, what? Barrel life. Synthesize 2 barrels. we are the barrels now. Okay, camp's right there. Town lacks energy. Investigate the reason why the town's not very lively. Is that a main quest? Yeah, it is. I had a feeling. We need to fix the boat problem and then we can go to somewhere else to get a letter. Oh yeah, I've got that trophy. So one of the first things I did was like I scanned like 10 barrels and it went barrels. I was like, what's this sound? Is it coming from this shop? Maybe I'll take a look inside. Hey, Logi, how you doing, man? Also, you moved out of Kirkenbell. How's Pamela doing? How's Tess doing? Please tell me they're okay. Well, Pamela, I guess it doesn't matter if she's okay or not. She's a ghost, but you know what I mean. My favorite trophy is finding really hilarious. Isn't it like every single fucking like Atelier game that has a trophy list has a barrel thing? It's like a barrel trophy. Oh, I've never seen you before, you traveller. Oh yeah, my name's Firis, and I'm Leonie. I'm Firis' older sister. Firis and Leonie. Got it. I'm Logi, blacksmith. Logix. Was that always his name? I only remember him being Logi. This must mean this is a smithy. Only a couple that don't. Shit. What, you came in without knowing? I'm sorry. I was just curious about the sound coming from the shop. Sound? Oh, you mean the sound of hammering? You came in here because you were curious about the sound? You're pretty interesting, Firis. I'm a little embarrassed. You're also like 1.5 feet taller than me. Jesus Christ, Logi. I know I said it like literally stream 1, but I like how Sophie was already under tall, but because she's supposed to be more of like a mentor figure, they needed the new protagonist to kind of be smaller to help symbolize that. So Firis is like diddy. She's so tiny. She's like 4'10", I swear. Well, this will be some sort of fate since you're here. Why don't I take a look at the merch? I'm confident about the quality. I'm sure it'll help you on your travels. The arrow's both short on, go ahead. Damn you! I was hoping you'd sell the eyesore so I wouldn't have to worry about it. Damn! Got some wool though. Oh, it's an object. Okay, I'll buy that. I'm out of cloth, oh, I guess. I wish I could compare from this, from the shop, to see if that's actually better than what I crafted. Oh, you treasure. Start selling shit we don't need. Actually, I'll keep the gun. Actually, I don't know, I need leather. It's a good reason I'm making sure to clear shit out as well, because that fucking box being full. It's anything I know I don't need, just get rid. I'm keeping these though, these polishers of all stat boosts. That you never know when that will come in handy. Yeah, some cobwebs. I don't think Logi's going to welcome me in after this. He's going to look at this and go, what the fuck is all this? Get out of here. Why are you selling me cobwebs? Why are you collecting money for this? That'll do for now. Now, hold off. Where's that? Oh, it's here. Alright, so at least we know where Logi is. Oh, that might just be a shop sign. I was like, oh, I think that might be a cafe sign. For a split second, I was like, oh, we can get our third letter here. Maybe not. Oh, like the music. Oh. Hey, little lady. If you keep looking around like that, someone will eat you up. If you lay a finger on my little sister, I won't forgive you. Nah. I'm not trying to do anything. Just warning. Just warning. Two little girls traveling together might attract some good-for-nothings. That's all. Let's go, Firis. He's right. There's no use hanging around this good-for-nothing. Now, hold on. I'm not finished. The name's Angriff. I'm a well-known mercenary around these parts. I'm already regretting giving him this voice. As long as you pay up, I can protect you. Well, that seems pretty fair. I'll let you decide, Firis. No, fuck you. Too bad. I think it's a pretty good deal, but oh, no worries. You change your mind, let me know. I think I'll be fine. Oh, hey! Oh, swap with Heinz. I know yourself, please. Ah, and I was right. You are the gunman. Okay. I can do gritty voices, just not for long. I used to be able to do them a lot more consistently, but then I did do them way too consistently, and I ended up damaging my throat. So I can only do it for a little bit now. I'm not David Hayter. I can't do that grit, like unapologetically. That man can literally just make his throat rattle on its own now. Yeah. So I went through a phase of when I was younger and was first getting into cosplay of cosplaying as Solid Snake, and so I'd go around and go, Metal Gear, Liquid. You know, I'd be like that at everything. What are you doing here? And I'd keep it up all day for like the entire thing. And when I was younger and dumber, I could do it. Nowadays, I do like 7 or 8 lines, and my throat says, "Stop it, you idiot." The same as I used to be able to go, card games. I'm Seto Kaiba. And I can't quite do it the same way anymore because my throat doesn't do it. My throat used to, but it just can't anymore. Yugi, I challenge you to a duel, and I summon my blue eyes white dragon. What's wrong? You say me like that, it makes it hard to concentrate. I was thinking you've got much stronger since we left home. Okay, I'll teach you something good. You can now activate chain strikes. When certain conditions are filled in battle, you can now activate chain strikes. Chain strikes are a powerful ability, unique to each character. It's a fantastic impression of Kaiba. Thank you. I say it used to be better, but I did so much damage to my throat back in those days that I can't quite get the voice I used to do for him. My worst attack, the most vicious thing I ever did, before I started streaming properly, I did a one-off stream where I played a Yu-Gi-Oh video game, and for like the entire campaign, I did it on like custom deck as Kaiba, and I pretended every single duel was from Kaiba's perspective and voiced him for the entire fucking thing. It was a really fun, stupid 3 hours. My throat despised me after that. I should have lost my voice after that. I woke up the next day and I couldn't talk. It was gone. And so after that, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. My throat was completely shot from that. Ever chain attack 3 or more, have 130% or more linkage at the end of it. It happens, last character could turn, we use a chain strike. And you'll get your... Okay, so it's the same, I get the idea. Thoughts on Master Duel? I haven't played it. To be honest, my Yu-Gi-Oh years were ended with GX. When 5Ds came around, I played it a little bit, just didn't care for the tuna monsters and stopped. And so, like, Master Duel, where it leans so much on the new, I'm super happy, and it's cool that it's there. Also, this increases our capacity, so of course I'm putting that down. But at the same time, it's like, I voiced at the same thing, like Irish Neptune. That's funny. Like, at the same time, like, I don't know what word I'm looking for here. Like, I don't mess with it that much because it's so much leaning on the new stuff. I'm not that interested. Yu-Gi-Oh game I played was Legacy of the Duelist, which the original version, not the later version that got remixed to include Link monsters. The original release of it. And relied almost entirely on my current deck. The only thing that I changed is that I had an Xyz monster in there, and that was about it. Yeah, I dropped that once Synchros came in. I speed-based card games to make the hard switch to Magic. No, Legacy of the... You're thinking of Duelist Kingdom, I think. Legacy of the Duelist is on PS3, 360, PS4, and Xbox One. I think it was Duelist Kingdom that was on GBA. That being said, you had to fucking look for it to find it on PS4. And Sony still does this, because it's something I discovered looking into Senran Kagura. You know, after that stream the other day you did, and that you had someone in your chat talking about Senran Kagura. Estival Versus, because it has compatibility issues, doesn't appear naturally on the store on PS5. In the same vein, Legacy of the Duelist doesn't appear naturally on the PS4 store because of compatibility issues. You can still buy it, and you can still download it and still play it off the console. You just have to track it down yourself. Like for Estival Versus, I added it to my wish list on my app, on the PlayStation app on my phone, because it's just not on the PS5 store. I can buy it and run it off my PS5 and install it, but because it has compatibility issues, Sony don't put it on the storefront, obviously, if that makes sense. They don't like display it, obviously. It's like making an unlisted video. Like, it's still there, it's just it's not easy to access. You have to know how to get to it, sort of thing. So when I eventually do try out Senran Kagura, I can still get Estival Versus. I just have to, go around it a little bit more. Because even when I wish listed it, I checked my wish list on the PS5 and it wasn't there. It was just on my account. So I have multiple consoles in one room. I mean, like, it's not that I can't play it. So I can still install on my PS4. It's just not default on the store because of compatibility. Because it will run a bit weird. And I've played a game that doesn't compatible well before. And yeah, there's a reason why they hide it. I played Star Ocean End of Time. And that game was a PS2 emulation running on just the PS4, built for the PS4. You run a PS2 emulation built for the PS4 on a PS5, some weird technical shit starts happening. And so it's not on the store. I had to track it down manually. And when I was playing it, I was like, yeah, I can see why they did this. I can see why they didn't put it on the store, because it's kind of jank now. It's kind of inconsistent. PS4 Pro, 3, Vita, PC, laptop, 360 in one room. That's fair. I have my PS5 and my PS2 in my room. The only game on PS4 that straight up can't run on 5 was Hitman Go that I owned. So I was like, I'm not going to lose sleep over fucking Hitman Go. I do have an Xbox One, but it's in my spare room, not in my main room. My main room is just my PlayStations. And I still have my Vita and 3DS on my shelf. I want to do a playthrough of Jordan of the Roses. I want to revive my go-to Yu-Gi-Oh game. Fair. I mean, go for it. I mean, anything's possible. Literally anything's possible. Do you know, they fucking unbanned Monsters Reborn? Because of how powerful current decks are and how they work, Monsters Reborn is nowhere near as powerful as it used to be, so they unbanned it. I was like, are you serious? It's Monsters Reborn. That's the OG OP card. That was the reason why that card got banned. I was genuinely gobsmacked when I found out that was up. That it was no longer banned. Oh no, that won't work. It's the same sentiment with me and Agarest, Jewels of the Roses, Legend of Dragoon, and Darkness. Yeah, it's a shame that Darkness kind of just fell off the face of the earth. Because I never really grew up with the Darkness, but I had a lot of friends that loved it, and I went back to it way later and played Darkness 1 and 2, and I was like, they weren't perfect. Like, they had problems, they both were kind of flawed, but they were so fun anyway, and it's like, man, it's a shame this series well and truly died. And anytime you look into it, like, it's less, oh, maybe there'll be something in the future. It's instead more affirmation, you're reaching for the stars, it's not happening kind of deal. Like, they make it super clear you're wishing way too hard if you think Darkness is ever coming back. And I'm like, that's a shame. There's a certain piece, like, shape I'm after. Maybe that'll do. Yeah, because this one's going to be awkward. I need a inverse L. Actually, can I flip that? I should check. No, okay. I'm buying hard copies of PS3 games out of my 360. That's fair. Especially because they're only going to get more expensive because, heaven forbid, a company make the efforts to keep them alive. Buying stuff like Dinosaur and the old Ghost Recon games. The only Ghost Recon... No, it wasn't Ghost Recon, it was something else entirely, never mind. I was going to say, the only Ghost Recon I played, and then the game that came to my mind, I was like, I don't think that was Ghost Recon. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Oh, that's going to really bug me now, hang on. You can get those PS3 games for like £7, yeah. Hang on, give me one sec. I've got to try and figure out what it is. Spec Ops: The Line. That one. That was the game I played. That was like a shooter. That was kind of sort of Ghost Recon, but not really. That game I fucking loved. That game really caught me by surprise how fun it was. Well, fun's the wrong word. It was dark as shit and really, really made a strong commentary on what it was wanting to talk about, wanting to discuss. But it was still really good. Advanced Warfighter 2. That's good. It's good, man. God damn, 144. I just noticed 144%. Imagine if we got that in Sophie. Barrel! We got our own barrel. We've won. We've beat the game. We've beat the game. We've got our own barrel. The game's particularly the intended purpose of the game. Yeah. I want to make this. You have to see if we can buy some. Oh, we need to make 2 barrels. The game's like, you're not done yet, you psycho. Yeah, I'm glad you said that about Sophie, because that's inadvertent foreshadowing. Oh, right, we're... I say, we're making this to decorate our house. It really doesn't matter where this goes. What the fuck? Where is the barrel plane? Firis, you need to be stopped. Yeah, I didn't when I was younger. I had it wasn't that much, but the games that I did end up liking thankfully stuck with me. It's just there wasn't as much that kind of like stole my attention in compared to other stuff. Hehe. Barrel. Barrel. My, what a fine barrel. Barrel. Okay. Right, and on that whimsical, idiotic note, let me save. I said I'd wrap up when we got the town. We've got the town. And we'll solve the mystery of what's going on here, and maybe try and find our 3rd letter, since we've already found 2 so quickly. And I mean, we just got 2 barrels, so what's a better time to wrap up the stream than now, huh? Like I said, tomorrow and Friday. Don't do that. I was drinking water. My next intention. So I'm going to do Soul Hackers 2 tomorrow and Friday. Get back on that. I don't know if I'm streaming Saturday yet. That's we'll have to see, because my work, my actual the job I do. I'm working Friday, Saturday, and Monday, so that's why I'm kind of umming and ahhing when I'll like organize my streams. So maybe Sunday, and then Sunday we'll do more Firis. So I do want to keep moving with Firis. I don't want to do what I did with Atelier Sophie, where some of those Sophie streams were like a week apart, and I had to spend the first chunk of the stream like reminding myself of everything. I want to kind of keep it moving with this. And same when we get to the 3rd part of the trilogy. I just want to try and keep it moving a little bit. Which is Soul Hackers. We're on the fence about playing it. It is old school Atlas. And I mean that in every single sense of the word. It is late 90s, early 2000s Atlas games. And that's okay, because I grew up with that and I love it, but it's really not going to be for everyone. It is a traditional turn-based RPG that expects you to knuckle down and grind from time to time. It's a huge dungeon crawler. There are story beats, and it is a very interesting, you know, Atlas story. I think what they've got going, I haven't finished it because I've still got a way to go, is very interesting, and I like what it is. I like the quest systems. I like the progression that you find throughout the game. I adore Ringo as a protagonist. I love the fact that she's just a complete fucking gremlin. She's a beer drinking, pizza having gremlin, and it's just like, I love the fact that she's a protagonist of an Atlas game. This is brilliant. And I enjoy it, but I know it's not for everyone because it's super old school. A lot of people have gone into it expecting it to be like a big story-driven extravaganza, like a Persona game, and it's just not that. It is a dungeon crawler first and foremost. Now, my favorite Ringo scene, is there's a point where like, everyone's feeling a little bit down. They haven't had any real good meals. They go back to the hideout, and like she shows up with her sister with pizza, and it's like 20 boxes. And they go, "Why did you buy so much pizza?" And she goes, "I don't know. I just thought it'd be really cool if I showed up and like turned around and you saw loads of pizza." Right on my alley then. Yeah, it's still a little slow at first, but once it gets moving, it is a dungeon crawler first and foremost. And what helps as well is that it establishes your main party pretty early on. Like, there's no, like, you're halfway through the game and it's still introducing new characters. Your main 4 party members are all introduced and in the party within, like, the first hour. So it's like, it's just the actual plot itself is a slow burn. And I want to kind of get more people to play it because it didn't sell well. It really underperformed for Atlas. Considering Persona 5 did 500,000 copies in its first week, Soul Hackers 2 doing 80,000 was definitely noticed. That's definitely a drop. And it's a shame because if it outright fails, Soul Hackers 2 is more significant than people realise. Soul Hackers 2 was the revival of the 3rd franchise Atlas own. And a lot of people don't realise that Atlas have 3 core franchises. A lot of people think they have 2, Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. They don't. They have a 3rd one called Devil Summoner. Devil Summoner has been absent, depending on who you ask, for either a decade or 15 years. It depends whether you count the Soul Hackers 1 remake or not. If you don't, then it's Raido 2 in 2007. And if you do, then it's, you know, the Soul Hackers 1 3DS remake in 2011. So created with DMC3. Yeah, I know. It's because there was a 2-way deal between them. There was a 2-way deal between Atlas and Capcom. In Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, Dante would show up in it, and on the trade-off, Atlas designed the Devil Trigger form of Dante in Devil May Cry 3. It's why SMT3 Nocturne has that infamous meme sticker also featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, because it's literally the game that had him in it. There's an optional dungeon in SMT3 Nocturne, and throughout you unlock more of that dungeon by beating optional super bosses. Once you get 3 floors in, you get a floor where there's no enemies, except there's Dante with all his weapons hunting your ass down. And you have to run away, solve the puzzle of the dungeon, and stay out of his fucking sight. But the moment he sees you, his battle theme kicks in, and it gets louder the closer he gets to you. And if you run in a straight line, the motherfucker will open fire on you with ebony and ivory to make you slow down and do chip damage on you. It's one of the dumbest but so stupidly fucking fun things I've ever experienced. And I wish more people would play mainline SMT, because SMT3 Nocturne is a treat. It's really fucking hard. It's one of the hardest RPGs on the market, but it's such a treat. That's why I'm a fan about that, because I love DMC. It's like my top 20 games. Devil May Cry 3 is straight up my all-time favourite video game. I got it when it originally came out, and it not only cemented my love with Devil May Cry 3, but cemented my love with the franchise, cemented my love of action games. I most hours in any game. I can guarantee you I have excess of 5,000 hours in DMC3 on PS2. When I did a Let's Play of Devil May Cry 3, back before I did live streaming, I did fresh save on hard. Because I knew the game so goddamn well. I know the game off the heart. I was like, I can just do a fresh save with no upgrades on hard mode and be fine. Legend of Dragoon, that's fair. There's every game I like. Atlas releases 5 I detest. Yeah, that's fair. I think modern Atlas are a lot better than classic Atlas. For the most part, in terms of consistency. But it doesn't mean I like every game now. Like, I didn't like the dancing games. I don't like either Persona Q games. I love Tensei 4, but its direct sequel, Apocalypse, I really didn't like. I played SMT 5, but I'm waiting to see if that comes to other platforms, because the day one of it coming out on the Switch, people like data mined it and found references to PC code and Steam code. So everyone was like, oh, so it's probably only a timed exclusive then, so I'm waiting for that to see if that does end up coming out to PlayStation and Steam. Which would be nice, because, you know, I've got SMT 3 and 4 and loved them to death. It'd be nice to be able to also be able to play 5. But I've rattled on. I've rattled on. I'm going to wrap this up because I'm hungry and I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for yet. But I'm thinking like it's going to be a big meal, so I don't have to cook anything later. I was completely about Persona 5 and loved 4 and Catherine. Yeah, I love 4's my favorite, one of my favorite Persona games. I was hit and miss with Catherine. I struggled with the gameplay. The gameplay wasn't my thing. I liked the narrative, but I wasn't too keen on the thing. Oh shit, fam, good meal's always important. Yeah. The worst mistake it was last week, last thing before I wrap then. It was last week, the day, actually it was a couple days before, no, it was the day before the Queen's funeral, so on Sunday, my mother was like, hey, let's just go out for the evening or something. I was like, oh, alright. I'd only eaten breakfast that day. And I usually only eat 2 meals a day. I usually don't eat 3. But because I knew Mum wanted to go out in the evening, I didn't have anything at like lunchtime. We went out, we was walling around, doing perfectly normal and all that. I was like, oh yeah, let's get takeaway. I was like, yeah, sure. So we got takeaway. I sat down at the table, and it was only at that moment I noticed I was shaking. Because the town centre that we went to, it isn't close to where I live. It's a 25-minute walk, and there's hills. So I'd knackered myself out and burnt energy I didn't have. So when we got to town and like we're waddling around, like we went across the seafront for a little bit. We like went to the pier for a bit. Like this was like 2 or so hours of marching around. We finally got some food, sat down, and my hands were shaking. And I was like, oh shit, I haven't eaten enough. I only eat 1 meal a day usually. My sleep schedule with my house locks. Oh, fair. Now I do 2 meals because when I was younger, used to be super underweight anyway. I'm better now, but it's now about like keeping it in check. So it's just a matter of making myself eat twice. I have cereal in the morning, and then at like 1-ish, which is like it's 1:30 now, so it's a good time. Will make myself something, usually something big-ish, so I don't have to worry about the rest. The one things that throw off the schedule is that sometimes, like first thing in the morning, my stepdad would be like, hey, let's go out and get breakfast instead of having it here. And I'm like, yeah, sure. That'll be the only meal I'll have all day, because we'll get like a full, traditional, big British breakfast. I was a preteen. So, oh, I don't know how much I was in retrospect. I just know I was underweight. It's part of the reason why I'm under tall. I'm only 5'5". And I'm like the smallest sibling. I know they're all half siblings, so they cheat. Like my sister's 6'0", my oldest brother is 5'11", and my middle brother is 5'8" or 9". But me at 23 years old, being 5'5", I'm like, hey, I hope that whatever lady I meet in life actually likes that I'm small, or is, you know, smaller. Anyway, I'm getting off track again. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So tomorrow will be Soul Hackers, as will Friday, so it'll probably be Sunday we'll continue Firis. And with that, I'm 6-0. You bastard! I'm getting to you, man.